Michigan for blazing NHL action. It's NHL action here on Halloween. Good evening, ghouls and goblins. I'm Randy Hahn, here with Drew Remenda. And tonight's game should be an exciting one between two teams that are just downright scary. Glad to have you with us here on the 2K Sports Network. And here we go. It's time to start tonight's game, center ice. This game is now underway. Home game for the Detroit Red Wings. Rafalski. Here's Franzen. Save. He takes goal right out of the gates, and the home team on top 1-0. What a great way to start the game.
Incredible play here, Randy, showing you why those rebound situations are so hard to cover as a goaltender. And that's why it's so easy to get beat by them.
Yeah, those loose puck situations are always scary in front of the net. But this play shows why.
Definitely scary. That is if you're on defense, or the goalie, or the coach for that matter.
The Red Wings have the one-goal lead here in the first period. They've got a chance now to expand on that. They're right where they want it to be. And here's Lidstrom. Now the puck up center ice. It's fed back to the point. The centering pass is made.
Johan.
Now Orpik with it. Here's Gonchar. And what a playmaker he is. Drills the wrist shot. It's cleared back into the neutral zone. And it'll be icing as the Penguins touch up. And it's time to get the action started up again. Here's Brian Rafalski. Cleary. He centers it. The Wings turn it over. Malkin over to Fedotenko. And here's Malkin. And Detroit gets it back in the neutral zone. And he shoots. They stuff the shot. It's poke checked away. Here's Fedotenko. It goes to the point. Shoots. It's tipped away. Franzen's got it. He's got one goal tonight. Taken away by Detroit. Over to Stewart. Zetterberg, a fine puck handler. Now Franzen with it. He deeps. And now the Penguins with it in their own zone. And here come the Penguins. And Osgood makes the save. In the corner, Fedotenko. Letang, he has it along the boards. Always dangerous. It's passed to the point. He centers the... And Fleury got a piece of that.
Made it look easy there. Had the skate already and poised from the butterfly to make the save.
Talbot, 2 minutes left in the period. Better count that one as a save.
How good is this? He couldn't grab it. He got a piece of it. We're talking just enough with the ball.
Detroit trying to get set up again. And the Red Wings dump it in. And the buzzer sound. The score, 1-0. Some nice highlights courtesy of the 2K Sports Network now playing for you from our first period of play. It's time now to let our colleague John Schrader get involved. He's got some numbers for us as part of the 2K Sports Intermission Report. Brought to you by XM. Hear play-by-play of your favorite NHL team no matter where you are. The NHL on XM. Every team, every game.
Randy, it's the first intermission, so let's fire up the old stats machine on the 2K Sports Intermission Report. The Red Wings are out battling the other team for the puck at the majority of the draws in this one, and that's enabled them to keep control of the action out there. Look out for any matchup changes from the opposition. Johan Franzen has made an impression on us. Yes, he's got the one goal, but his impact on the game has been so much more than that. You almost hate to see one team lose after a game like this. Both sides have been playing their hearts out. I wish I could stay put, but this 2K Sports Intermission Report is out of time.
John, thank you. The Penguins coming out for this second period, knowing they have their work cut out for them. Just one goal behind right now. They need to tie this thing up. Just about ready to start period 2 as the ref gets set to drop the puck. Franzen's got it. Deeks it. Here's Chris Kunitz. The Penguins down a goal, looking to tie. The Penguins will pull the goalie as they take advantage of the delayed penalty. Cleary will receive the hooking penalty.
Detroit penalty to number 11. 2 minutes for hooking.
Here's a hook, where if you don't get the call, your whole bench and coach gets real upset.
Sometimes players just give a little yank on the stick to slow a guy down, but this was more than a little yank.
That's usually a good call, and if you don't get a penalty and you're the guy getting yanked, you are not happy about it.
And coming up now, the 2K Sports Power Play. Get in the game with 2K Sports. Detroit leading by a goal, and the Red Wings get it out of their zone on the PK. And now Pittsburgh in their zone.
Easy.
Now Crosby. Penguins, here we go. And Guerin now. Over to the point, to the middle. Off the stick of Osgood. And Chris Osgood gets the whistle. We'll have a face-off. He knocks the puck away. John Schrader has gone down to the ice for an interview, and he's going to tell us all about it. John?
All right, guys, I just got a chance to speak with the head coach of the Penguins. He didn't want to dwell too much on the negatives, but admitted they needed to get better moving forward. He also talked about how they've gotten away from their strengths and haven't executed on the power play the way...
Osgood, save! His team's got a one-goal advantage right now, and that's going to force a face-off as Ozzy hangs on to it. The Red Wings want to win this face-off and burn the clock on the penalty. It's still 5-on-4. Puck back to the point. Gonchar's got it. Malkin. McKee handles it. The puck is hit up the left side. Now Bill Guerin. Now Gonchar with Osgood. Makes the save, helping his team kill off this penalty.
Let's see what the refs saw on the roughing call, Randy.
There it is, plain as day. You're not going to get away with something like that very often.
A good call for sure on that play, Randy.
And we are just about ready to resume play here. Zetterberg snags the puck on the face. Save! Fleury gloved it. And now Fleury holds onto it. We'll have a face-off.
At 9:50.
The goalie will be preparing the left side of the net here for this face-off. And here's top left. Taken away. And Marc-Andre Fleury covers up. And Marc-Andre Fleury ready there on the right side. And the Penguins pick it up. And now one of the penalties expired. 5-on-4 skating. And it's cleared out by Pittsburgh trying to kill this off. Now Nicholas Lidstrom. Now Franzen with it. Datsyuk and the Wings coming in. And here's Zetterberg. The defender blocks it.
This is a big-time shot block. Remember, his guys are down by 1.
To the point, to Lidstrom. Here's Franzen. Brock Fleury, save. That one was headed bottom right. 2 shots on goal on that last offensive possession. Not a bad outing down the ice. 2 minutes left in the period. And here's Fleury with the save, and his team looking to get this one tied up. Holmstrom coming in off the bench. They give their forwards a rest with the line change. The Red Wings continue with the power play. Letang skating with it now in his own zone. And Holmstrom save. Nice positioning to get the body in front of the shot. The Red Wings have got themselves a power play. Let's see if they can wind up their offensive machine and get some scoring opportunities here. Rolling back to take. Here's some highlights now for you from the second period. Well, it's the end of the period. Let's bring in John Schrader for the 2K Sports Intermission Report, brought to you by XM. Your play-by-play of your favorite NHL team, no matter where you are. The NHL on XM. Every team, every game. John?
Thank you, Randy, and welcome back to my domain, the 2K Sports Intermission Report. We're set to break down this second period. Let's get to it. The Red Wings have been quicker to the puck tonight and have a clear advantage in face-off percentage. That allows you to play the game downhill, so to speak, and dictate to the opposition. Johan Franzen gets the nod as our MVP thus far. He's tickled the twine once thus far and has threatened on a number of occasions. It's been a well-played game up to now, and it's hard to handicap how things are going to play out. These teams have been fairly evenly matched. That'll just about do it on this 2K Sports Intermission Report. In case you missed it, Detroit leads it 1-0. Now as the game gets back underway, once again, here's Randy and Drew.
Thank you, John. Informative as always. The Penguins skating out now for the faceoff to start this third period. One thing has to be on their minds. Don't give up a goal. Period 3 about to start. Center ice for the puck drop. Lidstrom gets possession of the puck in the neutral zone. Now Cleary with it. Franzen, he's got one goal tonight. Kunitz handles it. Detroit regains possession between the blue lines. Detroit loses it. Pittsburgh regains possession, attacking zone. And the Penguins searching for their first goal. Here's Sidney Crosby. Now Kunitz. Here's Kunitz. The Wings have a penalty coming. The Osgood save. He ain't bottom left. No luck this time.
Detroit penalty to number 5. 2 minutes for interference.
Here's a good time to check out the interference call, Randy.
Yeah, you can see that he was trying to get away with something there.
Well, he's away all right. He's away in the box.
The Red Wings have the one-man disadvantage now. Their penalty killers are ready to go. Malkin pokes it away. Wonderful play. And now Detroit is Fleury. Save. His team on the power play. Here's Jay McKee.
At 5:58.
He feeds it up the left side. He pulls off a move. And the Penguins pushing it up. Guerin. Shot block. It's cleared out. His penalty still has quite a bit of time left to go. Now McKee. Guerin. Power play Penguins, they're 0 for 1 tonight. Goal! They tie the game here in the third period. This thing's getting exciting, and it just might be headed to OT.
Oh man, you gotta know that he had this thing calculated. How about E equals MC squared?
That would be wicked low, right, fast.
Really?
Think so. The Penguins get the tying goal, and it couldn't have come too soon. Third period, this game is winding up to be quite a battle.
Pittsburgh goal. A power
Now
play.
Rapolsky.
Scored by
Zetterberg from
13.
Zetterberg to Cleary. He's been to the box once tonight.
Assisted
Cleary
by
dumps the puck.
number 77. Jay
The puck sent back
McKee.
behind the net. It's hit out.
They were looking to get off a shot, but the well-timed poke check broke it up.
Holds the puck at center.
11:09.
Talbot's got it on the side. Stolen by Detroit. Franzen. Cleary's got it. And Detroit over the line. Cleary. They stopped that shot. Letang and Ruslan Fedotenko with it. He gets hip checked. And the Wings get the puck back center ice. The puck dumped in. 1:52 remaining. Now Maxime Talbot. The Wings able to get it back. Lidstrom holds him along the wall. The horn sounds to end the third period as the teams get set to battle in OT. We've got some time now. Let's hand it over to John Schrader for the 2K Sports Intermission Report, brought to you by XM. Hear play-by-play of your favorite NHL team, no matter where you are. The NHL on XM. Every team, every game.
Well, the coaches are certainly analyzing these numbers, so we might as well too. Check them out. The Red Wings are controlling that face-off circle, and that's perhaps the most important stat, other than goals, of course. But the team that wins more face-offs usually scores more goals, so they're more closely related than you might think. Johan Franzen is the player everyone's talking about. He's been all effort and all hustle, leaving everything out on the ice, and he's been rewarded with a goal. I like games like these. Every shift, every possession means something, and you better believe that those players know it. All good things must come to an end, even this 2K Sports Intermission Report. If you're just joining us, it's still tied at 1. Now we'll hand it back over to Randy Hahn and Drew Remenda as the action gets back underway.
We're all up to speed now. Thanks, John. The Penguins look to be amped and ready for this overtime period. They want to put this thing away right now. They've got to be careful, though. The coach wants some smart hockey in the overtime period. There's nothing like a little sudden death to keep you on the edge of your seat. This game has been exciting all night long, and overtime hockey starts right now. Osgood sees, and he comes up with it. And Chris Osgood holds on to that one. We'll have a face-off. Coaches are an endless source of information, so we sent John Schrader down to get the scoop. What do you know, buddy?
Yeah, guys, a moment ago I chatted with the head coach of the Penguins. He told me that since it's sudden death now, they have to come out aggressive from the drop of the puck in this extra session. He was also glad that his team was playing within themselves and doing the little
save. He got it with his shoulder, and now Osgood holds on to it. We'll have a face-off. They're getting set to resume action down there on the ice. In overtime, every face-off is important, so you can bet that both teams are going to do whatever it takes to gain control of that puck off the draw. Franzen wins the draw. He dekes. We're left with 1:59. He shoots it. The puck deflected up and bounced off the glass.
Talk about a sense for the dramatic. We're in overtime, and this guy just executed a shot block to perfection.
Now let's hand things over to John Schrader for a breakdown of the game thus far on the 2K Sports Intermission Report, brought to you by XM. Hear play-by-play of your favorite NHL team, no matter where you are. The NHL on XM. Every team, every game.
Thank you. The shootout will begin momentarily, but before it does, here's a final check of this game's stories. The Red Wings have made their mark in one of the most important aspects of the game, face-offs. Everything starts from there, so we'll see if the other side has any strategy for evening things up in that area. Johan Franzen has been the main attraction. Just the one goal on the board for him to this point, but he's hustled non-stop and he seems hungry for more. The fans are on the edge of their seats in this one, and they're being treated to some real good action. Not a lot of goals, but high drama nonetheless. All right, well, that's about it for this edition of the 2K Sports Intermission Report. Once again, it's a draw thus far at 1. With that, it's time to give things back to Randy and Drew for the action. Fellas?
Shooting first, Pittsburgh Penguins, J.B.
And Pittsburgh will be first to shoot. And here it is. McKee, no goals yet in the shootout.
Shooting first for the Detroit Red Wings, Pavel Datsyuk.
Datsyuk gets set to shoot for the Wings. He's skating in now. And a shootout goal.
Well, they're on the board with that one. 1-0. Not a bad first step. Now they're the one to beat.
Pittsburgh Penguins, Jamie Malkin.
Malkin up second for his team in the shootout. Skating in, goalie set. And the score is still 1-0.
Up next for the Detroit Red Wings, Kurt Malkin.
Maltby up next for Detroit. And if ever he wanted to come through, this is the time right here. No luck on the shootout try. Great stop. And the score is still 1-0.
Sidney Crosby.
Crosby is up third for his club. He has the game on his stick. Crosby, the Red Wings, win the game in a shootout. What a suspenseful way to finish off a game. The Red Wings really showing their stuff as they pull off a shootout win. Drew, we had a tight one here.
Boy, neither of these teams would let up in this one. Every time you thought one of them had the momentum, they shifted back to the other just as quickly. These are the kind of games that are great for the sport. Good play on both sides of the ice and right down to the wire. And on top of that, nothing makes for great highlights quite like the one-on-one showdown of the winning shootout goal.
And that's where we'll have to leave you. It's been a pleasure. On behalf of Drew Remenda and all of our crew, I'm Randy Hahn. Thanks for joining us. The National Hockey League on the 2K Sports Network, and the regular season's not far away. Good night.